Yeah. So I'm not trying to tell my therapist business or whatever. But at first, like we were talking about, because I'm like, I never knew, if she was a believer of Jesus until, like, obviously, I always talk about God, always in my combos, always bringing up Jesus. But I realized, like, the last session that we had, she was bringing up God, and I was happy about that. I'm like, maybe I'm doing my job for the next person, like bringing their faith out. Like that's good. Because at first, I never really heard her mention God, and I guess it's understandable because you're not supposed to like. Everybody's religion is different, and like you don't want to put that on the next person if that's not what they believe in. But she was telling me that she believes in Jesus, and she even went to like a Christian like university, and she goes to church and stuff. But she said her husband is not a believer, and I'm like, I was kind of curious on that. I was like, I know I'm not your therapist, but like, does that make it hard for y'all, relationship? And she said no, but I don't know. I always believe that like, if you don't have God in your relationship or your marriage, it's not gonna work out. And I still kind of believe in that. I'm not gonna lie because how is it gonna work? Like they say, you can't be unequally yoked. Like I feel like in order for a relationship to work or a marriage, you guys both have to believe in Jesus because it takes two. Like I feel like that's why, that's where my relationship lacked is because, you know, God wasn't really in our relationship. Like we didn't bring him in our relationship like we should. And I think like we tried a little bit, but it's like we kept falling off. And bro, we would have been powerful. We would have been a very powerful couple if we would have continued on having God in our relationship and doing what we're supposed to be doing. Obviously, it's harder when you're in a relationship and it's a God-centered relationship. That's hard because there's like certain things that we can't do. So I think it is a little bit easier to be single because you don't have to deal with all the extra stuff. But I don't know. I even told her, I'm like, that's how I want. She even asked me. She was like, so if like your next relationship, if they don't believe in God, um, is that like not gonna be for you? I said, yeah, it's not because I want my man to believe in God. I want my man to have a relationship with God, and I want us to bring God in our relationship. I want to do things the right way. I want me and my partner to live for God, and I want to live for God. Like everything is just for God. Like, bro, it's deeper than what it is, and like I'm like trying to understand from her point of view and like how her marriage. I believe she's married to him. I don't know, but she was saying like she wasn't trying to force that on him if that's not what he believes. But she said that he listens to her and like he doesn't judge. But I feel like I even was telling her I'm like it's not even about forcing him. It's just giving him the knowledge. Like that's what we're supposed to do. Give unbelievers the knowledge of God. And yeah, that's all we can do. And I feel like for her, I didn't even tell her this, but like she could have prayed to God about it because I know that situation it's different. I know it's probably hard. She said it's not, but it would be hard for me to be with somebody that doesn't believe in Jesus. So that's why I just rather not. I don't want to deal with anybody that doesn't believe in Jesus. I'm sorry. But I'm always willing, to give the knowledge of God to an unbeliever. Yeah, of course. But would I be able to be with somebody that doesn't believe in God? No, I'm sorry. I can't. I can't. I just can't. It's just not for me. All props to her though. She said she was at peace, like with the situation. So I mean, I'm pretty sure God is, gonna show her in different ways. Um, I'm pretty sure God's gonna reveal to her or let her know, about that situation. If I can give her the knowledge on that, like I will, because like I said, it just says that we're not supposed to be unequally yoked. But everybody's situation is different. Everybody's life story is different. You know, everybody goes through different things, and that's okay. But it's good that, she believes in Jesus. And I just hope that she just continues on giving the knowledge to him about that because, especially if that's her man, if she believes in Jesus, he needs to believe in Jesus, period. The end.